All right, Mr. Russell, I don't know if you can see me or not, but I've got two here. But my son, today is his due date, so my wife and my son is going to have to count for two. I've got two audience members here, so technically three. All righty. Okay, so thank you for coming this evening and listening to my presentation for the persuasive speech. What I want to talk about tonight and maybe persuade you, if you have any interest at all, it talks about the NATO 5.56 round versus the 6.8 millimeter round that is being modernized into our military. Standard civilian ammunition is actually called 277 Fury. And in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the weights of the rifle, the recoil management, and the ammo capacity, and why I feel as though the 5.56 is a superior round. And for future reference, I wanted to show the difference. This is a 6.8 millimeter rifle round, and this is your regular 5.56 rifle round. So to begin the presentation, persuasive part about it, I want to give you a few facts concerning the weight. This is a SIG MCX Spear chambered in 6.8 millimeter, and this is a standard M4A1 chambered in 5.56. This is a Daniel Defense model. And I have actual personal experience with this. I have personal experience with both of them. I've shot a lot of 5.56, but I have not shot any of the 6.8, but I have held one of these bad boys. This gun, as it is unloaded with the magazine in, but no bullets inside the magazine, weighs at 9.4 pounds. And your regular M4A1, most of them, there's different kinds that vary, but they come in at less than 6.5 pounds. So once you load these rifles with ammunition, you're looking at the 6.8 SIG Spear is going to be over 10 pounds. That affects maneuverability. It's harder to aim steadily on target, and it's going to fatigue you out very quickly. So the weight of the rifle, this being so hefty and this being a lighter option in the battlefield, it just seems superior in my opinion. As well as recoil management. I've not shot personally a 6.8 millimeter or 277 Fury chambered rifle. In this presentation, in the research, I have watched numerous videos and read numerous posts online, and it just seems that, especially on automatic fire, which you have to have in some scenarios, the automatic fire for the 6.8 to some Marines was just too much recoil. While the 5.56, it's very modernized and people use it all the time. It's a more maneuverable, functional weapon as far as the fully automatic fire goes. And not only does it affect maneuverability in that aspect, but as well as efficiency. And when you start losing control of your rifle, it can also be an endangerment to yourself and your comrades. So another portion of why I feel that the 5.56 is still the superior round. Now, before we move on, I want to talk about the amount of ammunition that can be carried. Just by looking at this, you can tell a difference in between the two magazines. This magazine, standardized for the 6.8, is at 20 rounds, and while the 5.56 is at a 30 round magazine. So on a standardized kit, standard military kit, you got three mags in your placard, one on your rifle, one on your belt. That gives you 5 mags. So with a 5.56, you're able to carry 150 rounds, whereas if you do a bigger chambered rifle in 6.8 with only 20 rounds per piece, that's only going to give you a 100 round capacity. So, in conclusion, at the end of the day, the guy with the most ammunition, the one who runs out of ammunition first, is the guy who loses more times than not on the battlefield. So in conclusion, and maybe you might be persuaded by this presentation, because of the weight of the rifle, because of the recoil management of the rifle, and because of the ammunition capacity that you can carry, 50 more rounds a piece. If you had 10 in a platoon, that's 500 more rounds than you have versus the other guy. In conclusion, based on those 3 factors, that's why I feel that the 5.56 is the superior option that we have in our military, and it needs to stay standardized. Thank you for coming tonight.